Hello guys, welcome to this new video about making balanced portfolios. I've been getting quite a lot of questions about how to make or calculate your lot size step, especially for strategies using the variable values and more specifically also using the adjust lot size to variable values. So in this video I will go more in detail with an example on how to make a balanced portfolio using these type of strategies along with strategies that simply use a fixed lot size. I hope you enjoy. Alright, so for this example I selected 5 strategies. 2 strategies simply use a fixed lot size 0.01 lots, and 3 strategies are for gold and they use the variable values and also the adjust lot size to variable values. So I did them with a lot size which is about 10 times bigger than the minimum lot size, which is 0.1 lots. So as a first step, to summarize, if a strategy doesn't use variable values, you simply use the minimum lot size, so in most cases 0.01 lots, like these two. And if the strategy is using variable values and you're using adjust lot size to variable values, which is a recommended setting, you select a lot size which is about 10 times as big as the minimum lot size. So for gold, that would be 0.1 lots. So if we click on the gold strategy, for example, you can see the effect of the adjust lot size to variable values. This is early in the test, 2012, it started 0.06 lots, and then the lot size changes over time. It gets bigger and it gets smaller. It depends on the price of gold. So if price gold goes up, basically the lot size decreases, and this is because the stop loss size is also getting bigger when gold price is going up. So the lot size needs to become smaller in order to have the same risk for the trades. All right. So this is step 1, having these strategies at these lot sizes just to get the simple overview. The next step would be we're going to balance these strategies to the same drawdown, which means we're going to adjust lot sizes for all of the strategies so that the drawdown for each of them is about the same. The easiest way to do this is to first select the strategy which has the biggest drawdown, which is Gold Daily C, which has a drawdown of $411 in this case. So the other strategies, we're now going to convert the lot sizes so that the drawdown becomes around the same value as this one. To do this, we simply need to take the lot size, 0.01, divided by the drawdown, 74, and then multiply by 411. And then we'll get a lot size for GBP yen, which corresponds to this kind of drawdown. We'll do this example here. So 0.01 lots divided by 74 drawdown times 411 is 0.05 rounded, 0.05 lots we need for pound yen. So with these 2 strategies that don't use variable values, we can simply do this in the Quant Analyzer tool. We just go here to what if scenario, already selected this one, 0.05 lots. We click for create an alternative, and then we get what if GBP yen at 0.05 lots, and we can see that the drawdown here is 372. It's a bit lower because it was rounded down. It was actually 0.055, but we have to round down with this lot size. We do the same for out yen. So that would mean the drawdown is 140. So 0.01 lots divided by 140 times 411 is 0.03. So we're going to make this lot size as well 0.03. Create an alternative. And then we can see 422. So now we have these 2 already more in line with this drawdown. So the only thing we need to do now is adjust the gold strategies as well. Make them adjust their lot size to be more balanced with the drawdown. To do this, the calculation process is the same, but we cannot use Quant Analyzer to simply adjust the lot size because, as we saw here, if you click on this, these trades are not all the same lot size. And if you would simply adjust the lot size with Quant Analyzer, it means that all the lot size will become the same, which is not what we want. So we have to do the calculation and then run the backtest again with the new lot size. So this one was the default one we're going to use, and we're going to adjust this one first, which means we have 0.1 lots divided by 208 of drawdown times 411 means 0.19 lots. So now we're going to run a backtest with 0.19 lots on this strategy, and then we import it again into the Quant Analyzer. So I already loaded this. We're going to set it 0.19 lots. Make sure you set this one still to true, adjust lot size to variable values, and we're going to run the backtest and then import it. I'm going to skip this part so it's faster for the video. Alright, so I finished the backtest and I'm going to load it up. This one is 0.19 lots. Where is it? Ah, here it is. So we can see we adjusted this strategy to 0.19 lots instead of 0.1 lots. And now we have a drawdown of 449, which is closer to the 411. So this one is balanced as well. We're going to do the same for the last one, which is this one. I'm simply going to load the backtest because I did it already. Let me first do the calculation. So 0.1 lots divided by 225 drawdown times 411 is 0.18. So that is what we need. So 0.18. I already did the backtest, so I'm going to just load it into the Quant Analyzer. And now we have strategy A for gold with about the same drawdown as our default that we're using, the strategy C. Let's quickly delete these ones that we're not going to use anymore. So that was this one and this one. And delete. Yes. So now we have the overview of all the strategies with balanced drawdown. As you can see, these 5 strategies have around the same drawdown with different lot size settings. The next step is we're going to make a portfolio with all these strategies. So they're now balanced with this lot size. So now we're going to create them into one portfolio. This one I'm going to delete first. So we select the strategies, create portfolio, and this is what we get. So with this balanced drawdowns for all of the strategies, we get a portfolio which has a total drawdown of $916. You can see already this drawdown is less than the combined drawdowns of all of these together. So it's not simply adding them all together because they don't have the same drawdown periods basically. And now for the next step, which will be calculating the lot size step for each individual strategy. So we're going to try to find what the lot size step is to get these values basically with this drawdown. To do this, we have to take an example. For example, let's say we want 10% maximum drawdown. That would mean for this portfolio, 10% drawdown. 916 is the drawdown, so 10% would mean 916 times 10. We would need a balance of $9,160 to have a 10% drawdown of $916. So this number we're going to use now, and what still remains is simply calculating the individual lot size step for each strategy. Very simple. We're just going to divide by the lot size to refer it back to 0.01 lots. So let's start with the first one, pound yen. We have to take the balance that we needed to get 10% drawdown. So pound yen has a lot size of 0.05 in this example, so we simply have to divide this by 5. So it needs a lot size step of 1832. We just note it down somewhere. Pound yen, 1832. Next one. So the next one is out yen. I see I forgot to adjust this just to make sure. This was 0.013. So the balance was 9,160 divided by 3, as we have to revert it back to 0.01 lots, which means the lot size step of 3,053. So out yen, 53, sorry. All right, and we will have gold A, gold B, and gold C to go, which is just simply the same process. All right, so we had 9,160. Let's see for gold. Gold A is 0.18 lots, so we simply divide by 18. Lot size step 508. 9,160. Gold strategy 2, 0.19 lots, so divide by 19 is 482. And then the last one is, I'm going to type it in already. Oh, this is going to be 916. How do I know? Because the last one is simply 0.1 lots, because this one we didn't change. And that was the original drawdown as well. So 916 or 9,160 divided by 10, of course, is 916. So then we have all the lot size steps for all the different strategies. All right, so now with these lot size step values, we know we have a maximum drawdown of 10% for the portfolio. So that is how you calculate the lot size step for all the strategies, even if they are different in the way they use the lot size, if they use variable values or adjust the lot size to variable values. If you want to make a different risk, for example, 20%, you don't have to redo the full calculation. You can simply do some math. From 10% to 20% risk is times 2. So we simply have to divide these by 2, which means this would become around 916 actually. Show you the good math. This one would become divided by 2 is 1526. This one would become divided by 2, 254. This one would become 241. And this one would become, let's make a nice arrow, 458. So to get from 10% risk for the portfolio to 20% risk, we simply divide the values that we calculated for 10% risk by 2. That's it. Okay, so for a quick recap of what we did, we first did backtests for each of the strategies with a fixed lot size. We used 0.01 lots for the normal strategies that don't use variable values. And we use a lot size 10 times as big as the minimum lot size to make it easy for strategies that do use variable values and that do use adjust lot size to variable values. Then what we did is we tried to make these strategies balanced by going for around the same drawdown for each of them, which means we have to adjust the lot size of each strategy. For the simple strategies that don't use variable values, we simply can do it in Quant Analyzer and adjust the lot size so that it matches more the drawdown of the strategy that has the biggest drawdown of the bunch. For the other ones, the gold strategies in this case, we have to calculate the lot size as well, but we have to redo the backtest with its new lot size because the lot size is not the same during the whole backtest when using adjust lot size to variable values. Then, when we have calculated these balanced strategies with around the same drawdown, we created a portfolio of these strategies, and based on this, we found a drawdown of 916. What we then did was we calculated what would be 10% drawdown for this portfolio. That would mean we need a balance of 9,160 for this portfolio with these lot sizes. And then the last step is simply calculating the lot size step by dividing the balance by the number so that we can go back to a 0.01 lots for each strategy, which means we have to divide this balance value by 5 for this strategy, by 3 for this strategy, by 10 for this strategy, 19 for this, and 18 for this. And that is how we get our lot size steps for each of the strategies, which makes our portfolio balanced and which makes sure we don't exceed our 10% drawdown. And again, what we did after that is if we want to adjust our risk from 10%, for example, to 20%, which is times 2, we simply have to divide our lot size steps by 2, which gave these numbers. So with these lot size step values, we get a risk of 20% for the portfolio. Easy peasy. So this was my second video on how creating balanced portfolios using different type of strategies. I hope it was clear this time, since apparently the first video was not so clear after all. I will also try to make an Excel sheet so it's easy to just put in the numbers and it will do most of the work for you. You will still have to do the manual back testing yourself, especially for the strategies that use a variable values and use a adjust lot size to variable values, but it will make things easier. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope to see you soon again. Bye bye.